Donald Glover's new series hit the internet on March 17, exploring the dark side of extreme stanning for a Beyoncé-inspired character. While the show sees award-worthy performances by Dominique Fishback and even writing contributions from Malia Obama, everyone is hung up on one particular part: Chloe Bailey's sex scene with Damson Idris. And while people are talking about the new Prime Video drama Swarm, this isn't exactly what you might have expected for them to talk about. The Mental Loathsomeness series follows Dominique Fishback's Andrea Dre Green, a music fan who turns out to be progressively fixated on her #1 vocalist and who will go to more noteworthy, hazier lengths to acquire her approval. The show features a graphic scene with Chloe Bailey, who plays Dre's sister Marissa, and Damson Idris, who plays Khalid, Marissa's boyfriend, which attracted a lot of attention. In the first episode of the show, Bailey and Idris have sex within the first few minutes of the show, and due to its graphic nature, viewers engaged in a lot of online conversation. While some viewers made inappropriate comments about the scene, others posted their thoughts about what they had seen on social media. On Twitter, a video of the scene itself began to circulate as well. One person made a joke about the scene being shared so widely. I open up Twitter and the first thing I see is that sexual moment from Swarm with Chloe Bailey and Damson Idris. A different user merely stated, "For the rest of my life, I'll be thinking about the sex scene between Damson Idris and Chloe Bailey." A little too dramatic, but anyway, another one on Twitter criticized Bailey for choosing to appear in such a scene, writing, "I just know it. Please tell me where Chloe Bailey's mentor is. She's been making bad decisions lately. She shouldn't have done that sex scene in Swarm, and I won't even talk about her most recent collaboration." In recent months, there has been a lot of debate about whether or not sex scenes should be in movies and TV shows, with some arguing that they should be completely removed from media altogether. One person responded to the reaction to the scene in Swarm by reflecting on this debate. "It's ironic that people on Twitter are now watching Swarm because of the Chloe Bailey sex scene, given that you've been on here for nearly a year complaining that sex scenes in movies and television are unnecessary." During the discussion about the sex scene, one person praised Bailey for her performance throughout the show, saying, "I adore Chloe Bailey's acting abilities. She is so talented, and I can't imagine what she can't do in #Swarm." In an interview with Deadline at SXSW, Bailey said that she was scared of filming the intimate scene with Idris, but her co-star helped her get through it. She also commented on the experience of filming the scene. She explained to the publication, "Even though I'm very open and honest about my body, I was very afraid because I haven't had many partners. I'm not like that. I'm not sexual or open like that. Damson made it easy. There weren't many people on set. It was a closed set. You know, we were making a joke out of it, so it took all the nervousness away from that. We literally had a bouncy ball in between us." She continued, "I have to give him a lot of credit as a man for making me feel comfortable literally being raw and naked." A debate about racism and colorism in Hollywood has been sparked by Chloe Bailey's new show, in which she is shown having sex. Halle Berry has now been added to the conversation. Since then, a lot of talk has been made about her decision to work in the industry. Some people think it's a good move and good for her, while others think it fits in with other decisions she's made recently, like releasing a single with Chris Brown, which some people think is not so wise. There were users defending Chloe too. They don't really have an issue with the sex scene, they just have an issue with Chloe Bailey existing, someone tweeted. Everyone just wants to pick on her for little things. Honestly, I kind of agree, because this is not the first show ever to have had a sex scene, and people are acting like it is. The morals when picking roles discussion is left to Chloe Bailey. It's giving misogynistic, it's giving anti-feminist. The conversation changed on Saturday when someone compared Halle Berry getting backshots in a role got her an Oscar, right? Someone tweeted. The point she was making was that even though Halle did risque things in her days, such as winning an Oscar for Monsters Ball, that did not diminish her work or appearances. While Halle Berry's scene in Monster Ball won her the Oscars, Bailey's role is inciting controversies. One user commented, "Halle Berry is not black, she's biracial, white passing. Plus she was Hollywood's favorite. Megan Good just talked about how hard her career has been by taking these types of roles. Many detractors mentioned Zendaya saying she also gets a clean shit despite doing numerous explicit scenes in Euphoria owing to her mixed heritage. A user commented, "It's like if she was Zendaya or someone on that side, this wouldn't even be up for discussion, but don't let it be someone black. The black community's so sad." They would praise her for every sexual thing and drug thing they did in Euphoria when speaking about Zendaya. The user basically stated that Chloe's sex scene will not define her acting career and that it's unfair to suggest that it will. Basically, stop criticizing her too soon. However, another Twitter user responded by claiming that Halle benefits from a lighter complexion. Leaving semantics aside, this woman's point is that Halle meets Hollywood's traditional white European beauty standard better than Chloe or any other dark-skinned black woman, as she explains in greater detail on her page. As a result, she believes that Halle has had a simpler time in the entertainment industry than Chloe might have in this particular area, also known as revealing everything. To put it another way, this user believes that colorism is still alive and well in the entertainment industry, and that darker-skinned black performers will have a harder time than their lighter-skinned counterparts, which has been proven to be true time and time again, most recently right now. A Twitter user commented, "You would never see an Angela Bassett or a Denzel Washington do a scene like this, so all these black actors coming up, they're going to be issues because they will do anything to get a role. Sad. Hence, Halle Berry and Monsters Ball," to which another fan replied, "Don't agree with the Halle Berry opinion because that had some level of art to it. I do agree there needs to be a taste level. This just feels gratuitous and I don't feel like it's art or anything but cheap explicit content. Denzel really was thoughtful always. I see regrets in the future." Of course, there is also the Bailey family here, specifically the fact that Halle Bailey, Chloe's famous sister, has a more polished image than perhaps her older sister does. Halle plays Ariel in Disney's The Little Mermaid, which is very family friendly. On top of that, she generally avoids personal controversy. Chloe, on the other hand, is criticized more closely and is frequently referred to as the wild child of the two. In any case, despite all the chirping, we should be able to agree that anyone can do whatever they want. Chloe is undoubtedly unbothered about anything. So why is that swarm scene causing such a stir on the internet? Not to mention anyone who's bookmarked the tweet? Clearly thirsty. Bailey frequently comes under fire for almost everything she does, especially for being open about her sensuality. Despite the fact that some of her videos do convey a certain level of cringe, it's her platform and life. She can act however she pleases. But I will say I'm not a fan of Bailey's decision to collaborate with Chris Brown, the R&B musician who has a long history of assaulting women, including Rihanna in 2009. Some people praise Idris for the scene and for actually dating Lori Harvey, which is typical male praise, while others criticize Bailey. One tweet said this move would ruin her career. Twitter fingers scrutinize and chuckle at Bailey's straightforward, exotic nature, saving clips of her sex scenes for obvious reasons. Sadly, that's what being a woman is like in this day and age. Let me know what your thoughts are on this whole issue that has happened from this one small 30-second clip in a show. But that is all for today. Thank you for watching.